Hello everybody, welcome to your May 2021 tarot reading. I will be using Cosmic Tarot and I will also be using Cat Tarot. So there you go, Cat Tarot, I know. May 2021. This has to do with, this card, the Five of Wands, has to do with conflict and arguments and things not really working out the way that you want. So I've gotten this card before when people have combative personalities from issues that happened in their childhood. But so it looks like maybe these sort of issues will come up this month, sort of like unresolved childhood issues that are like undealt with shadow aspects to your personality that are going to kind of become triggered, or else they could be world events that are triggering you. Because I mean, there's just going to be a lot going on, and I do consider this to be some arguments inside the family. This card, the Queen of Swords, a lot of times is a mother figure that is a little bit cold, a little bit manipulative, but even if she's not cold and manipulative, she's extremely cerebral, very knowledgeable, thinks a lot, does not have a lot of emotion. So she is definitely cold rather than emotional and nurturing. Because she's the queen, I do identify her as mom, and or somebody that is a generation older than you that could be considered a mom. She could be somewhat responsible for some of the insecurities you're dealing with now and that are not resolved. That could cause you to either, behave in a way that could lead to conflict, or she could just be the one fighting with you because she does like to get people to do things for her, and then of course if you were to stand up for yourself, it would lead to a conflict naturally. Seven of Pentacles, once again, has to do with business practices that aren't really panning out to your projected profit. So it could add to some stress here, but this just means that whatever money that you expect to be coming in you'll just have to wait a little bit longer for it to come in. And this quest for resources, it's just a little bit more of a journey. It's going to be near the end of May. So it doesn't mean that the money's not coming in. It just means there's going to be a delay. All right, maybe some disappointment, but try not to think about it in a negative way. Try to just think of it as in like what you can learn from this situation. Could this be a block from some of this conflict? It might be, but it does seem like this is a little bit of a stressful situation. And this particular individual, because she does tend to be a little colder, like I said, not nurturing, she tends to be a little bit controlling. She tends to be manipulative. She could be, like I said, adding to this stress here, whether she knows it or not. Because even if she is cold, there is the chance, of course, that she doesn't know that she's adding to the stress. She is in the past position, so it could be something from a while ago that has led to this unresolved shadow work kind of playing out. Now, the Hierophant right here, this is a really interesting card because to me, this card means that whoever's watching this is extremely intuitive and they should be actively developing their skills. So what do I mean by skills? Your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, your claircognizance. Now, if you're watching this tarot video and you don't know what the clairs are, I'll just tell you about two of them. There are 7 or more. Clairvoyance is clear sight, so that's like seeing with your third eye. So seeing things in your mind's eye that are not physically outside of yourself. And then claircognizance is just kind of like clear knowing. It's when you just know something and you don't know why. You just don't know why ideas and things just show up in your head, and the idea is that they're coming from source. That's a very high connection with source. I consider the Hierophant to be kind of a visionary, maybe inheriting some family traits of clairvoyance and claircognizance, but at this point, generally, you're not developing it as much as you should. So this card is kind of like a, I'm giving you a heads up. This is something that you want to be developing, because it's going to help you further down the line. So if you're watching this video and some of the these things, some of these skills like clairvoyance or mediumship or just psychic abilities pique your interest, learn about it for yourself. Learn about it in your free time, like pick up a book or, watch some other YouTube videos, like what are, 5 signs that you have psychic abilities, etc., etc. Just look into it, see if you have any interest, okay? Now, 4 of Cups. Now, this is a really good card. It means pleasure, it means stability. Sometimes it means pulling that love and emotional and communication, joy and harmony into the 3D with us. So sometimes it could mean something like marriage, or it could mean something like a baby, or it could mean something like a new material world thing that is being pulled through the love vibration. So it really is it's pretty happy. It is a water card, but it's pretty happy, and it's also, like I said, very stable. So even though we're having some stress, we're having conflict, it could be internal or external conflict. A lot of times this sort of conflict, even though it is internal, does break out into external, like actual argument with another person, family members. So this is stress, okay? So this woman usually leads to stress because she's not nurturing. Maybe some money stress. I want you to know that by the end of May, or near the end of May, you're going to be feeling a lot better about things, despite some of these stresses and arguments during the month. Okay, so let me get the next set of cards out. Cat Tarot. Hope you guys all love cats. Okay, now it's funny because we have the cold mother energy coming through again, which is this right here. That's justice. All right, Ace of Wands. Now, I think you're going to be feeling really creative and really active, really full of energy this month, which is interesting because the last spread, it was a conflict. 5 of Wands, and this is the Ace of Wands. So maybe another reason why you're going to be arguing with people is because you can't not argue, because you have so much energy to do everything. You want to do everything and anything all at the same time because you have so much vital life force energy running through you. And you just want to do everything. That's how you're going to feel really energized in May. So this cat here is the Ten of Swords, and this generally means a lot of confusion. It can mean even embarrassment or just like unsure of what to do now, because it seems like the worst case scenario may have happened. But I want to also point out that the swords is air energy, which means it's basically only happening in your head. So even though you might have think something really horrible has just happened, these are really just thoughts, and try not to let these thoughts and this your perception hinder you, and kind of don't let your thoughts prevent you from moving forward and stifle you, because you're going to feel really stifled by this sort of air worry and ruinous thought energy. Okay, don't let that stifle you. Kind of get out of your head when these thoughts start to form. All right, so this was either last month or something that is being booted away, and that's why you feel so much energy during May. Now, Ace of Pentacles, this is a really big money card, and it has to do with making as much money as you think you are capable of. it's the pure potentiality for making money. So if you believe and you have a belief system that encourages profitability and abundance, this is really going to help you to receive quite a bit this month, near the end of the month. It's a little bit opposite of the Seven of Pentacles card, but this is a general reading. You're going to have to decide what mindset you want to be following. So this, like I said, is the pure potentiality of money and or resources. So this is really good. Now, the sun has to do with a lot of blessings, a lot of fatherly, masculine energy, happiness shining down on you, a lot of hope, inspiration, and just warmth. This has to also do with family warmth, especially on the father side. You're going to feel a lot of love during May. This spread is quite a bit different from the Cosmic Tarot one that we just saw. So it is interesting, even though we did have wands and pentacles in the same order that we had here, because this is swords and this is wands and this is pentacles. Now this justice card, it can mean a lot of things. It can mean things coming back into balance, but one thing that it definitely represents is having a mother that was cold or overbearing, or she disciplined a lot and was not nurturing. So she had super high expectations that were really hard to meet, and she just wasn't very motherly, maybe not even fair a lot of times with her punishments. So I think this sort of family argument theme is going to come to a head in May 2021, and just try to navigate it as best that you can. But I think that the best way that you're going to navigate it is your internal belief systems and how much you believe in yourself and your worthiness level. Are you worthy to engage in all the activities that you want to engage in and explore all the vital life force energy that you can possibly engage in? Are you worth all of the cash flow that you see coming in? Are you worth it? So this is really interesting, because we also have in the recent past, this sort of swords mental conflict energy that can really be quite debilitating if it's left unchecked. All right, so now I'm going to pull a summary card from my Mermaids and Dolphin deck. Okay, well, there we go, I suppose. Mother healing. Wow. Now, first of all, I want to say I'm sorry for everybody who has a rough relationship with their mom. I know this because I also have a rough relationship with my mom. As your feelings toward your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and more accurately. Okay. That is why we have the aces, because you will be able to manifest as much vital life force energy as you want, and as much money and or resources as you want when you move through this mother healing that you will be encountering in May. So let me read a little. Heaven asks you to release some remaining mother issues. Give the entire situation to heaven, knowing that everything is in the hands of infinite spirit. The situation may heal in unexpected ways. Be unconcerned with how it heals, and be vigilant in releasing any lower energies connected to your mother that could interfere with your life's mission. By releasing any mother issues to heaven, your heart opens further to accepting joy and blessings into your life. Your mother benefits when you're happy, whether or not she is consciously aware of it. Be willing to forgive and release old issues relating to yourself, your mother figures, or anyone connected to your mother. By clearing your inner house, you invite new love, opportunities, abundance, and healing energy into your life. All right. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Good luck with all the mother healing And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Goodbye.